2026 season on your favorite sports channels. Stay glued to Novela E+ to watch our latest Filipino drama series, Senior High, showing daily at 1950 hours from May 14th, and continue on the path of crime and stolen identities in Gangs of Manila, airing daily at 2040 hours. Also watch the best of Bollywood series on Star Life, C1, and catch classic movies on Filmbox and Movies Plus. So don't be left out. Grab yourself a Topstar decoder now. Topstar, enjoy digital life.
The news.
With the news, my name is Alan Mwale. The headlines. President Mutale Nalumango, Vice President Mutale Nalumango has expressed satisfaction with the efforts of the Zambia NGO WASH Forum in advocating for improved water sanitation and hygiene WASH across the country. The Zambia Correctional Services, ZCS, is set to harvest 15,000 metric tons of maize from over 3,000 hectares cultivated across its major farms in Chisamba, Luwansha, Mpika, and Serenje districts. The Advocate for Democratic Governance Foundation, ADEG, has joined other stakeholders in expressing disappointment over the proposed numbers for marginalized groups in the constitutional amendments. And in sports, the Copper Queens are all set to take part in a Three Nations series hosted in South Africa, featuring the host nation Banyana Banyana and Botswana's mayors. We'll have the news in detail shortly.
Sun FM.
And now the news in detail. Vice President Mutale Nalumango has expressed satisfaction with the efforts of the Zambia NGO WASH Forum in advocating for improved water sanitation and hygiene WASH across the country. Mrs. Nalumango highlighted the critical role of non-governmental organizations, NGOs, in complementing government efforts across various sectors. She was speaking during her tour of the forum's exhibition stand at the ongoing PanAFCON 3 conference at Mulungushi International Conference Center in Lusaka. The PanAFCON 3 conference has provided a platform for stakeholders to engage in discussions on sustainable development with a focus on strengthening Africa's WASH agenda for the future.
Thank you. We appreciate anything. You also bring visibility to what government is doing. So
Meanwhile, Zambia NGO WASH Forum coordinator Bubala Mumba reiterated the organization's commitment to advancing WASH initiatives, emphasizing the forum's collaborative efforts with its 40 civil society organizations to drive positive change in the sector. Ms. Mumba expressed gratitude for the increasing visibility the sector has gained through government engagement, particularly following pronouncements by the head of state that have drawn much-needed attention to critical WASH issues. She, however, stressed that despite progress, more resources are required to tackle pressing challenges in the sector. Ms. Mumba further emphasized the importance of inclusive citizen participation and stronger legislation to enable effective policy implementation. Additionally, she highlighted the environmental risks posed by mining activities, advocating for balanced regulations that protect water resources while supporting economic growth and job creation.
good morning, Madam Vice President. We are honored to have you at our stand. Welcome to the NGO Watch Forum. There behind you have our members. We are comprised of 40 CSOs and community-based organizations that are working collaboratively to improve water and sanitation in Zambia. We support National Red Plans. On behalf of the NGOs Forum, I'd like to say we are so grateful for the visibility that you are giving the water sector. We would like more money, but we appreciate the fact that the pronouncements made by the head of state have given us the much needed visibility to the issues that our people are facing. We would like to hope for more investment in data, of course financing, climate resilience, and of course more governance around the sector to help us strengthen our policies. We do appreciate you visiting. Thank you. Thank you very much.
The Water Voices United project is a transformative 4-year initiative co-funded by the European Union and Danish People's Aid, spearheaded by SNV in partnership with the NGO WASH Forum. This initiative aims to enhance the capabilities and synergies among WASH civil society organizations in Zambia. The Zambia Correctional Services, ZCS, is set to harvest 15,000 metric tons of maize from over 3,000 hectares cultivated across its major farms in Chisamba, Luansha, Mpika, and Serenje districts. Speaking at the flag-off ceremony for the 2024-2025 winter maize harvest in Nansanga, Serenje district, Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security, Jack Mwimbu, described the projected harvest as a reflection of policy in action. Mr. Mwimbu highlighted that with 3,171 hectares cultivated, including 1,510 hectares under irrigation, the expected maize yield reinforces ZCS' critical role in advocating and advancing food security and resilience. He further noted that the milestone reflects the government's unwavering commitment to national food security and sustainable agriculture. He assured that government will continue to support ZCS through improved energy access, expanded irrigation infrastructure, enhanced funding, and institutional collaboration with key agricultural agencies.
As the ministry responsible for the Zambia Correctional Services, we are proud of the services' demonstrated ability to align with the broader government's agenda, cultivating over 3,000 tons, and doing so with the growing reliance on irrigation is evidence that your institution is not only responding to challenges, but is also seizing the opportunity to be part of the solution. Commissioner General, the projected production of 15,000 metric tons of maize from your 2024-2025 farming season is a remarkable contribution.
This is in a statement issued by Gillian Namongala, Public Relations Officer for the Ministry of Home Affairs and Internal Security. The Advocate for Democratic Governance Foundation, ADEG, has joined other stakeholders in expressing disappointment over the proposed numbers for marginalized groups in the constitutional amendments. ADEG Executive Director Gideon Musonda has stated that the proposed representation for persons with disabilities, youths, and women in electoral positions is insufficient. Mr. Musonda noted that while government has been discussing electoral system reforms aimed at increasing the representation of women, youths, and persons with disabilities, their actions do not reflect this commitment. He emphasized that specific numbers are crucial for determining the effectiveness of these reforms. Mr. Musonda urged the government to withdraw the bill, arguing that it does not adequately address the needs and expectations of citizens.
The conversation about making amendments to the Constitution, especially on our electoral system, was about raising the numbers for female representation, for youth representation, but also persons with disabilities. And we are greatly disappointed
We take a short break and return with sport.
Treat yourself to some warming entertainment this May on Top Star for just 210 kwacha on Antenna Classic on D-Smart. Witness the end of a highly contested season of amazing football in the stylish Spanish La Liga as Real Madrid and Barcelona put their rivalries to bed in readiness for the 2025-2026 season on your favorite sports channels. Stay glued to Novela E+ to watch our latest Filipino drama series, Senior High, showing daily at 1950 hours from May 14th and continue on the path of crime and stolen identities in Gangs of Manila, airing daily at 2040 hours. Also watch the best of Bollywood series on Star Life, C1, and catch classic movies on Filmbox and Movies Plus. So don't be left out. Grab yourself a Top Star decoder now. Top Star, enjoy digital life.
And in sports, the Copper Queens are set to take part in a Three Nations series hosted in South Africa, featuring the host nation Banyana Banyana and Botswana's Mares. FARS Media reports that coach Nora Hauptley joined her counterparts Desiree Ellis of South Africa and Alex Malete, Botswana, for the official pre-match press conference on Tuesday, where the trio shared their thoughts ahead of the much-anticipated friendly tournament. The tournament kicks off on Wednesday, 28th May, with hosts South Africa taking on Botswana at 15 hours. Zambia will make their first appearance on the 31st of May when they face the Mares, before wrapping up their campaign against Banyana Banyana on the 3rd of June. All matches will be played at the Lucas Moripe Stadium in Atteridgeville. The Copper Queens are preparing for the delayed 2024 edition of WAFCON, which was rescheduled to July 2025 following the revised CAF calendar. Zambia is placed in Group A with hosts Morocco, Senegal, and the DRC for the competition that will run from the 5th of July to the 26th, 2025. South Africa is in Group C alongside Ghana, Mali, and Tanzania, while Botswana will do battle with Nigeria, Tunisia, and Algeria in the 12-nation tournament. The top two teams from each group, along with the two best third-place teams, will move on to the quarterfinals. CAF has increased the prize money for this year's tournament to $600,000 for the winners and $400,000 for the runners-up, and $350,000 for the third-place finishers at the Continental Showpiece. And that brings us to the end of this edition of the news. To end, we'll recap on the headlines. Vice President Mutale Nalumango has expressed satisfaction with the efforts of the Zambia NGO WASH Forum in advocating for improved water sanitation and hygiene WASH across the country. The Zambia Correctional Services ZCS is set to harvest 15,000 metric tons of maize from over 3,000 hectares cultivated across its major farms in Chisamba, Luwansha, Mpika, and Serenje districts. The advocate for democratic governance, ADEG, has joined other stakeholders in expressing disappointment over the proposed numbers for marginalized groups in the constitutional amendments. And in sports, the Copper Queens are all set to take part in a three-nation series hosted in South Africa, featuring the host nation Banyana Banyana and Botswana's Mares. That's where we end. Do have a great one and stay tuned. My name is Alan Molly.
Sun FM.
This is Sun FM. It's 1 p.m.
Sun FM. Sun Sports TV is now